Well, good Tuesday morning to you. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here. We have another busy week of weather unfolding, and I wanted to do a quick weather video update for you this morning to kind of get you caught up on what's going on today, and perhaps more importantly, what will happen as we go into Thursday night, and early Friday. First things first, we had some rain pushing in late last night and first thing this morning, kind of right on schedule, and that rain has been impacting most of our area during the early morning hours today. A little bit of a lull occurring across central and western Ohio right now, but then heavier rain is spreading in from the south and west. Also a severe weather threat today in the lower Ohio Valley, the mid-Mississippi Valley. Tornado watch out down there. Around here, I'm not expecting any severe weather, but yeah, maybe a rumble of thunder in a couple of spots today, something that can't quite be ruled out. All right, we do have some flood watches out for far eastern Ohio and into western PA. This includes our 5-county television viewing area. Flood watches extend down into southern Ohio and down into parts of the lower Ohio Valley as well. We're not expecting a tremendous amount of rain today, but because our rivers are already a little bit swollen, they're running a little high, another half an inch to perhaps up to an inch worth of rain in some spots today may lead to some minor issues around some of our rivers and streams. We have a doozy of a front tracking our way. That is for sure. It is very mild for late February this morning. Temperatures well up into the 40s, but look off to the west. Look how sharp this front is across parts of the Midwest and heading down into parts of the southern plains. You go from the 60s to the teens in just like an hour drive from, say, Dallas to Oklahoma City. A couple of hours is the drive there. It is a sharp front, and that big temperature change is getting set to head our way as we go into very late tonight and especially into the daylight hours on Wednesday. So our high-resolution radar today, our high-resolution model radar, I should say, depiction of things showing scattered light rain for a couple of hours this morning, but then it gets more consistent as we get into the afternoon today, and it's just going to be rainy this afternoon. Again, a rubble of thunder can't be ruled out. A gusty breeze can't be ruled out either. I don't think it's tremendously windy today, but a gusty breeze here and there, especially when it's raining a little bit hard. Then the rain tapers off from west to east towards late afternoon. So this is 3-4 o'clock. Already by an hour or two before sunset, the rain will have tapered off, and a couple of showers will be left over through this evening. But the steadiest of the rain, the heaviest of the rain, is likely to be from about midday, about noon, 1 o'clock, through about 4 o'clock or so, maybe 5 o'clock on average. So again, just plan on a pretty soggy afternoon. Rainfall totals, not like last week. This will not result in a huge flooding problem like we had last week. Snowmelt and ice jams are much less of a problem this week. And again, the rainfall totals, no one's getting 2 inches of rain today, but a half an inch to perhaps an inch in some spots worth of rain will be a possibility. All right, what about some of our major rivers, such as the Mahoning River? Here's a look at the forecast off some computer modeling here for the Mahoning River at Warren. Levels this morning are well below flood stage at about 6 feet or so, but then a rise later on today and into tonight, perhaps getting up to 8 or 9 feet. And that would still be below the flood stage of about 10 feet in the most likely scenario. Maybe we try to get up to about 10 feet and technically in a minor flood stage. But this is much less of an issue at Warren than it was last week. At Leavittsburg, our current river level is about 8 feet or so. We may see levels approaching minor flood stage of about 12 to 12 and a half feet later on today, and especially late tonight into tomorrow morning. But then the river should recede rather quickly beyond that. But something to watch out for right along the Mahoning River, right around Leavittsburg, right around Eagle Creek near Braceville. Things are going to start running a little bit higher again. Major issues like last week, probably not, but something that bears watching for especially flood-prone areas. All right, as we go towards Thursday, during the daylight hours Thursday, we might get grazed by a touch of snow or just some flurries. Low-impact weather through the daylight hours on Thursday. I'm going to fast forward to Thursday evening. Here we go at 10 o'clock Thursday evening. Clock time right up here. This is the kind of color we don't like to see. I don't think a snowstorm is heading our way. Snow accumulations look to be pretty minor with this. However, the freezing rain and sleet could become more and more of an issue as we go deeper into Thursday evening and into the overnight. Notice the snow is more likely closer to I-90 in far northern Ohio, up across Lake Erie, and then up into western New York and southern Ontario as well. For us, I think we're firmly in the freezing rain and sleet zone for a lot of the night. This probably then tries to taper off by Friday morning, and maybe some leftover flurries or drizzle or snow showers, or what I call snizzle sometimes, as we get into Friday afternoon. But I think this could be pretty troublesome for Thursday night when we talk about how much freezing rain could occur. Now, we're in the early stages of this. Here's a look at a model blend showing perhaps 1/10 to even 2/10 of an inch in some spots. But this is just a model blend. There are some models that suggest we get 1/4 of an inch or more worth of ice accretion. If those higher end values were to pan out, then we would be dealing probably with pretty big consequences for Thursday night. I mean, very slick surfaces and the possibility of some power outages as well if we get those higher end ice accretion numbers. Either way, just plan on some impacts on the roads on untreated surfaces starting Thursday evening, taking us through the overnight and then even lingering into early Friday. That could have some implications for getting to work and school Friday morning, and again, could be pretty problematic, especially if those higher end ice totals pan out. But again, I want to emphasize, even though there might be some snow mixed in, especially in areas north of I-80, I don't think snow will be the number one impact from our winter storm later this week, Thursday evening into the overnight. I'll have much more on that situation tonight on Weather for Weather Geeks on 21 News at 6 and 11. Thanks for watching this morning, and have a great rest of your Tuesday.